Alright, so I'm going to be reviewing the physician's orders. He's put in an order for nasal cannula at 2 liters, and he also wants a diarrhea sample collected to be sent to lab for cultures. Alright, now I'm entering the patient's room and providing privacy. Hello, how's it going today? My name is Pedro. I'll be your nurse today. Could you please state me your first and last name and date of birth? Okay, thank you. And are you allergic to anything? Alright, so I'm just going to wash my hands real quick and we'll get started, okay? Alright, so we're going to be starting the procedure now. What I'll be doing is a focused assessment based on your signs and symptoms. So you had a headache and the diarrhea, so I'm just going to observe and see what possible causes I could find for that. Is that okay? Alright, so now we're going to get started with the focused assessment. Could you please state me your first and last name and date of birth? Jennifer Lopez? Oh, and woman doesn't reveal her age. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going to get started. So the pulse is weak and thready. I'm going to compare bilaterally with the other ones. Okay. So I'm just going to check the forehead for skin turgor. Okay. So it's not going back to normal right away, so there might be a sign of dehydration. Alright. Now I'm placing the pulse oximeter on. Alright, just gonna try to get a baseline to see how the patient is doing with the oxygen saturations. Alright. The oxygen saturation status is at 83%, so at this point I would apply the standing order of the 2 liters nasal cannula per physician's orders. Alright, so I heard you came in for diarrhea. I'm just going to check your abdomen really fast, see if I can find anything. Alright, so first step, I'm going to look, see for any distension, any masses, anything like that. So now that I've looked, I'm going to auscultate. Okay, so we have hyperactive bowel signs in all 4 quadrants. Alright, and now I'm going to palpate, okay? Alright, so the physician ordered a collection of a sample to send to lab, so we want to find out what exactly is causing your diarrhea, okay? How long has it been going on for? Since last night? Okay. Alright, thank you. We'll get that example collected right now, alright? Alright, now that I performed my assessment, I'm going to wash my hands. Alright. Alright, make sure I scrub all the surfaces. Very good. And after I'm done washing my hands, I would document as well everything that I saw, and I'll share with you guys my thoughts as well of what I thought about that assessment. Alright, so after performing my assessment, I can see that the main priority for this patient is going to be maintaining those saturations up. Right now it's at 82%, and the physician ordered the 2 liters per nasal cannula. So after I administer that, I will continue to monitor and make sure that the patient has it between 88 and 92%, which is the acceptable level for patients that have chronic lung diseases such as the COPD for this patient. Additionally, I will keep an eye out for that diarrhea and make sure that it stops, and once that culture comes out, the physician will be able to come up with a solution for us, which is an antibiotic depending on what kind of bacteria we're dealing with. And lastly, the dehydration, that could have been the cause for the weak thready pulse. We would keep looking at other things, see what it could be. For now, we're going to start with the least invasive and just provide more oral intake. And if that doesn't work, then an order might be requested by the physician for IV fluids to get that fluid replacement going. Now that I've washed my hands, I'm going to document that I gave the nasal cannula oxygen at 2 liters per physician's order. I've also collected the sample of the diarrhea to see what is causing the diarrhea for this patient. And lastly, I would also say that what I got for the eyes and nose, we do need to increase the fluid intake, but we'll keep monitoring that by checking the weight at the same time, same scale, same amount of clothing to keep an accurate check of the fluid status.